Salut Georges. I'll speak in English so that Mike doesn't have to translate for us. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, because I'm doing a bad job, I know.
Before my question, I just wanted to thank George for making BJ Spin his absolute bitch in his last fight. I'd just like to correct a statement you made earlier, because I think you referred to Anderson Silva as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, but I would definitely put him as number 2 and you at number 1. And to follow up on that, with you at number 1 and Anderson at number 2, who would you say would be number 3?
I don't know. First, I don't know if Anderson is number 1, because there is a guy named Fedor Emelianenko. Anderson is number 2. Yeah, I would put Fedor and Anderson. But I don't know. He could go.
You mean you 1, Fedor 2, and Silva 3? Thanks, George.
Well, I think I still have a lot to do before to be number 1. You know, I think I still have to do more fight to be considered number 1. Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Merci beaucoup. Next question.
Hey George, as one of your number 1 fans, all I want to say is a proud Canadian, go out there in your next fight and kick Thiago Alves' ass. Please, do that for me! Thank you.
You still alive for that? Hello!
There's a guy who grew up on Hockey Night in Canada, huh? Holy moly. That's why I hang out with fighters when I'm in Montreal, just so I don't get beat up. Next question.
Hey George, I'm a big fan. I have a 6-year-old son who made me promise to say to you that on February 1st, 6 a.m. when he woke up, instead of the usual, hi daddy, good morning, I love you, it was, did GSP win? Did GSP win? So he made me promise to tell you that. My question is, what part of your game do you think you need to improve to evolve as a better mixed martial artist?
I think I need to improve everything. I still have a lot to learn. I'm really far away to be where I wanted to be, and in every aspect of the fight. And I think it's everywhere. It's globally. I still have to work on a lot of things.
All right, cool. I'll see you at UFC 100, buddy. All the best.
Thank you.
You know, it's the humbleness of George that makes him a champion and will continue to make him a champion, because he's not a guy who says I'm the pound-for-pound best. He's not a guy who says I've already grown to the best fighter I'm going to be. And it's that attitude that makes him a great Canadian, makes him a great fighter, makes him a great person, and will make him a champion for a long, long time. And that's why we love GSP. Next question.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you? Before I ask my question, I just wanted to thank you. Last year we met last summer at the Casual Sport when you were doing the commentary on the fight, and I have a picture here for you of me putting you in a chokehold, so someone could take it and give it to you. And my question is, how do you feel that you're going to be in a video game? And if you play it, will you play as yourself?
There's a rumor that you broke somebody's undefeated streak earlier today in UFC Undisputed, UFC 2009 Undisputed. Tell that story.
Very interesting. Earlier today, I played against Dana White, and Dana White was undefeated. He beat Rampage, he beat Bisping, he was like 4-0. And I play and I give him his first loss.
Okay, now I gotta guess you played as you, right?
Yeah.
What fighter did he pick?
I picked my character and he picked BJ Penn.
No!
We did that in front of many reporters. It was pretty fun. It was very tight. You know, it was a very close match, but at the end I knocked him out.
I will tell you guys, UFC 2009 Undisputed THQ, the video game, myself and Joe Rogan, we were really honored to work on it for many, many hours. I've seen a lot of it. George has seen it. It is going to be absolutely spectacular. So really enjoy the game. It's coming out in a couple of weeks. Thank you. Next question over here, please.
Hi, George. I'm a very big fan of yours. Too bad you're not fighting tonight because, you know, it's for Montreal and everything, but I say me and you take it back to Toronto and go one-on-one tonight.
one of my
Did you just say he wants to fight you?
It depends on what kind of game you want to do. If you want to do fighting, I don't think it will turn out to your side. If you want to play chess, I'm a good player too, but
I'll lose at that too.
if you want to play card, you might beat me in it.
Thanks, you're a really good guy.
But you know what? In the street, I never fight in the street. A lot of people ask me if somebody came up to me and asked me to fight or tried to pick on me, I never fight in the street, because that's why I tell the kids when I go in school and I make conference, there is nobody faster than a bullet. So in the street, never.
You know, former middleweight champion Rich Franklin, I think, also said it best, GSP. Georgie, he said a long time ago, he goes, doctors don't do surgery in the middle of the street, so why would fighters fight the bar into the street? So,
You
they're
can be
professional
as strong
athletes.
as you want.
Yeah.
There is nobody faster than a bullet. So
Except Superman.
talking is the
Superman
best.
faster than a speeding bullet. Superman. But that's it. Next question, please.
Hey George, not to knock you or anything. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you could kick Fedor's ass right now. But who's the hardest person to spar with that you train with?
That's a very good question. Every of my training partner has different strength. Today, for example, I spar with Stephen Thompson, who's a champion in full contact karate, and standing up is very good. I would say standing up is probably the best guy that I've seen. He's the best guy that I spar with, standing up, striking wise. On the ground, after that, when I train in the morning, I spar with another of my friend, Eric Owing, who come from New York. He's really good on the ground. I would say on the ground, he's one of the best guys that I spar with. So, in far of training, everybody has strength, and I try to play against their strength. You know what I mean? So when I really fight somebody, it makes me a better fighter.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Next question.
Hey George, I really admire you, and I guess my question is, your fight with BJ Penn, when he kind of quit, gassed out, whatever you pussed out, or whatever you call it, were you relieved? Were you happy? Were you mad that you couldn't keep kicking his ass? Or what was your feelings when you saw that his corner pretty much called it and said can't fight anymore?
It felt great!
I was not mad at the end. I went to talk to him and shake his hand. But if I would have known how he react to the loss with the whole Vaseline thing and the excuse he made, I would have been mad. I would not have gone shake his hand. Because I'm a nice guy, but a lot of people take my kindness for weakness, which is a big mistake.
Thanks, George.
Would you want to fight him again? Would you fight? Do you want to fight him again? I know you can fight him again. I know.
I don't
is there
care.
anything that motivates you to fight BJ again after everything that was said afterwards?
I wouldn't care to fight him again. Really, I'm not afraid of him. The thing is, I try to look up to the future. I passed BJ Penn already, so it's like when you claim a mountain. When you claim a mountain, you don't want to go back. You want to keep going up. And I think now I passed the step of BJ Penn, and I'm to the next step. Thiago Alves.
Very well said. Very well said.